everyone, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. Press the like button if you like this video. Subscribe if not yet already, so you do not miss an important video, important update. And you've been subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate your patronage. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to deal with and I'm going to have to explicit myself, a D-head supervisor. Since the 30-second mark has passed, I could say dickhead supervisor. How to deal with a dick. Guys, before we begin, the majority of you guys are savages. Let me explain why I say so. So, I barely uploaded and showcased a video where I talk about this cringy Craigslist ad where there's these loosely clad women in there, and that's the thumbnail. I look at my YouTube analytics, and it was like 11%, I think, conversion rate or click ratio. That's a high click ratio. Like I said, you guys are savages. You guys see these loosely clad women, and you decide, hey, let me just click on this video to see what Sean has in place. It wasn't clickbait because that's what they had on this Craigslist ad. But again, I just want to show you that, guys, that 90% of you guys have that savage mentality. Okay, let's talk about how to deal with a dickhead. I've been dealing with dickheads my entire career, and I've been in combined law enforcement, private security for a little bit over 23 years now. The way that you deal with a dickhead supervisor is you find out what interests them. So let me give you an example. I'm not into sports. I don't like to watch football. I don't like to watch soccer. I like to watch Olympics and some UFC stuff, a little bit boxing. But for basketball, football, baseball, it just bores me to death. Now, if my kids are playing basketball or track and field or soccer, then it excites me. I love to watch them play, but otherwise I don't like to watch it on TV. I don't play it either. So if I find a dickhead supervisor that likes sports, I'm going to zone in on that hobby of his or hers. So this person likes basketball a lot, and this person is, again, a dickhead. Then I would ask us some questions that might spark an interest in me. So, for example, people like other people who are generally they're likable people, and the way that you become likable is you show interest in someone else. So, if there's a dickhead supervisor that likes basketball, I might tell this person, and you can't BS these people. You can't talk about a certain game that was played unless you know about the certain, maybe about certain plays that were into place. And I don't even know if I'm even talking basketball right now, because that's not my sport. But I hope you guys are getting it along the lines right now. So this person likes basketball. I'm gonna say, hey, you know what? I don't watch basketball, but I'm interested in trying to understand, like, what is a good play and what would be a bad play. Just help educate me. I'm just interested in understanding why you like the sport so much, and interested in understanding what's a good play and a bad play. Now, guys, notice that I stumble upon my words mentioning this. I don't know a lot about basketball. So to come up with something like this, I struggle with. So try to rehearse your conversation with this person. Now, this person may or may not give you feedback. This person might brush you off. But for a lot of people, they like to hear themselves talk sometimes. And they like to talk about their interest. Now, let me talk about something else that I can relate. So if I have, well, maybe not relate, but I can relate to the dickhead supervisor. So if I have a supervisor that likes motorcycles and this person's a dickhead to me, I'm going to say, hey, straight up, look, I don't know a lot about motorcycles, but I was thinking about getting one. Which should I get? I heard that some have more CCs than the other. What are some good brands? Is Harley, is that a good brand? Is Honda a good brand? Can you help me out here? Because I know that you are the expert at motorcycles. I just see that you have that interest. Guys, somebody that likes bikes, that likes motorcycles, will not shut up. They'll talk to you for maybe hours about what interests them. So what ends up happening is you become more likable to this person. The next day, I mean, I'm not interested in motorcycles, but maybe the next week, again, I might bring another topic about motorcycles up, and I'll keep doing this. So what I'll do is this. When they continue to be more of a dickhead, I won't even talk to them about motorcycles. I won't have those conversations with them, just work-related stuff. Sometimes they'll catch on that maybe that they're giving the appearance that they're a dickhead, and they're gonna stop. They're gonna maybe stop being a dickhead because you stop asking them those questions, and that interest, the spark in that person is gone. So these are one of the ways on how you can work with a dickhead. Now in other videos, I got so many other tips for you guys. This is just one of many. Find something that interests this dickhead and have conversations about that. See how that works for you. Try it out, you guys. If you try it out and it works, let me know, because it's worked for me about 99% of the time. Okay, but obviously come off as showing genuine interest in the subject. If you don't, they're gonna know that you're just there to maybe kiss their ass. Find a genuine interest in them, or try your best. That happens to work. In other videos, I'll give you guys other tips. Other things that I've done in the past is I would call a dickhead inside of an office, his or her own office, and close doors and just have that one-on-one conversation with that person. But you got to do it a certain way, non-aggressive form, and it's worked for me. I want to say again, almost 100%. I mean, nothing's 100%, maybe 99.9% of the time. Notice in my video I was referring to dickheads, you guys. There's that female that has that bitchy attitude, maybe towards you or your staff in general, or your fellow workers. With females, what I've noticed, what works best is find out if they have children or not, and you have to find the right time. So generally around Mother's Day, I would ask, hey, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to you. I don't know if you're a mother or not, so I don't know if it's proper for me to say Happy Mother's Day, because I don't really know about your life, your personal life. But just as a female, I want to just tell you that I'm very thankful for all the women in the world, and Happy Mother's Day to you. And maybe give this person a small little surprise, a gift, maybe a dessert or something. From that conversation, they might actually disclose whether or not that they have children. And look, for females, you just ask, hey, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine. So how's your son, or how's your kids? If you get a kid's name, this person will be, this bitchy boss will be your friend for life. Get their name, write it down, and the next week, hey, how's Thomas doing? How's Thomas doing in the baseball? How is Sarah doing? How's Latasha doing? Latoya, how is she doing today? How's her school going along? Is she making a lot of friends? You guys, with females, you start asking about their kids. It has to be the right time and place of day. They might be unbitchy with you, and it's gonna work. You guys, these strategies have worked for me. I think they're gonna work for you. Let me know what strategies that you guys use. You guys all take care and be safe.